wife is going to have the C-section procedure. Do you know what the C stands for in C-section? Costly. I mean, the reason why my wife is having a C-section is because her water is depleting significantly while the baby is not coming out. Now, I haven't met the baby, but she's been drinking.
My name is Dito, and I'm from Indonesia, and I live on the border of Jakarta and Bekasi. If you don't know, Jakarta, if this it's like New York, you know, it's full of building, it's metropolitan, and Bekasi is like New Delhi.
The comparison.
There's a difference between New York and New Delhi. I think the reason why people still live in Bekasi is the same reason why white people date local Indo girl, because it's cheaper than other, you know. Yeah, so I live in the border of Jakarta and Bekasi, so I can see the difference between the city that has a lot of money and a lot of problems.
You know, 40 makes me feel complete. Yes, complete loser. Not because of the age, you know. It's because in my 40, I still have nothing, you know. My life start from zero to nothing. I don't have, I don't have anything now, you know. No money, no career, no girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, I used to feel like a loser too in my 20s, but not as desperate as in my 40s, you know. Maybe, you know, when I feel a loser in my 20s, my other friend, they are loser too. But now when I'm 40, I'm a loser and I see all my friends, almost all my friends, they already have cars, wife, apartments, kids, mistress. You know, me, I only have debt to them, you know, money debt. Yes. You know, I used to borrow their money, yes, with no interest to pay it back.
I really hope that PPKM will end soon. Because seriously, this Indonesian version of lockdown is like an old lingerie. Tight only in sacred areas. Loose in areas where most shit out. Pretty much useless. Our government should really recruit Dr. Boyke for this whole PPKM shit. So the government should not only lengthen it, but also make it tougher so it can be more productive. Stay positive, everybody, or negative if you're not infected.
From the religious perspective, as a Catholic, from a very young age, I was taught that contraception is one of the things that is prohibited by the religious teaching. So of course, as a lesbian, I don't need to use contraception to prevent pregnancy. I'm even more Catholic than your cis heterosexual auntie. And from the legal perspective, our country is against cohabitation with a clear definition of unmarried men and unmarried women should not be living together. So one day, I went to rent a place and the landlord said, okay, you can stay here, but no boys allowed. So I held her hand and looked into her eyes and firmly said, you can trust me, ma'am. I will never.
Yes, you see, before that, do not adjust your mic or your speaker. Nothing wrong with them. This is my natural voice. If you see me, you will definitely understand that this voice doesn't match this appearance. After listening to this voice, people will suggest me, why don't you try inhale helium gas and see? I don't want any embarrassment. Not for me, for the helium gas.
I saw on the news there's this woman Tanake Kana. She's Japanese, right? She became the oldest living person in the world at age 100. Was it 120 or something like that? Like crazy old. And she said, they interviewed her, and then she said, since age 100, my dream has to become the oldest person in the world, she said. And I thought, man, so from age 100 for 20 years, she's just been waiting for all those other super geezers to die. And like, if they ever met, you know, she'd probably like try to kick the cane out from underneath some of those other old geezers or pull the plug. So just so she can have her moment of glory.
K-pop industry is very discriminative, you know, to mature people like me. When I want to go to K-pop concert, I have to buy ticket online, and for some reason they always start selling the ticket in the website at midnight, when most people of my age has been either sleeping or enjoying their Viagra kick in. Yeah. I mean, one time I had been ready, you know, in front of my computer like this, hours before the ticket selling started, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 11, 15, 11, 30, 11, 45, and then my God, what time is it? Oh my God, it's morning already, and the ticket already sold out.
So, I would say in Malaysia, people have a problem with Bangladeshis because in most countries, racism is a taboo. In Malaysia, racism is an icebreaker. For example, before coming here, I had never heard of such a product as whitening cream. You know, the Canadians did not use that. People would get lost in the snow. But here, you have so many different kinds of whitening products. You even have whitening deodorant. I guess that's for when you want your armpits to match your face. Maybe Asian men have a thing for fair and lovely underarms. But let me say, whitening cream is an enormous scam. There is no such thing as a cream that will turn your skin lighter. Do you think apartheid would have been less of a problem in South Africa if Nivea had had a bigger presence there? But perhaps you would be interested in a product called blackening cream. Now, I should warn you, there are some side effects. You will lose your taste for country music, but you will become a much better dancer.
Yeah, it was just me and this one lone Swiss backpacker. It was a music open mic at a backpacker hostel. I was just regaling this dude. Hey, this guy had not come up to the lounge to hear music, let well enough alone stand-up comedy, right? He's in a backpacker hostel. He probably he just wanted a quiet place to Skype his mom, right? Somebody was having sex on the bunk bed above his. So he comes up to the lounge, and then there I am, like, wow, you're from Switzerland? Gosh, well, if you're here, who's guarding the boat? Well, if you're here, who's guarding all that Nazi gold? Am I right? Oh, what are you going to do? Declare neutrality against me? Yeah, no, it's... Tell you what, you guys like that joke more than he did.